Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Jolene, and I'm the author of the Glory MC series as well as the Moonrise Beach series. So for today's video, I thought that I would finally do an update on my planner system. I know you guys have been asking about this, and I have tweaked things a little bit from the beginning of the year, but I'm happy to say that I am actually using quite a lot of the same planners, but I may be switching things out a little bit, particularly with these two, but they are going to be pretty much the same system. I'm just moving things from one planner to the other so that it's a little bit more functional for me. So I will talk about that very soon. So I do have 5 planners here. As you can see, I do have my A5 wide cloud planner. I have my Hobonichi cousin housed in this Foxy Fix Perfect Fit cover. I have 2 more clouds here. I have my B6 in the Shadow Black, and then I also have my Pocket Cloud here, and then I do have my Hobonichi Weeks in this Moterm cover. So I think that I'm going to start with the biggest one first and then go to the smallest because the biggest change is in these 2 guys. But yeah, let's quickly get to it. I think this is going to be a very long video, so grab yourself a brew and get comfy. So let's get started with this big guy first. So right now I am moved into my Lilac Daydream. I have a few of these cloud planners because I think they're absolutely great, and I'm actually thinking about getting some more, and I'll probably do a flip through of this particular planner very soon, but I like the A5 wide size for memory keeping, so that is what I have in here. I am going to redo this setup though because I did order a few things for it, so I'm not going to go into like the deco too much and that kind of stuff because once again I am going to be redoing this very soon once that stuff arrives. But I am going to talk about more of the functionality of this because although it's a memory planner, I do use it for other things as well. So I just have some dashboards in here, and then these guys are from my shop. So I have a printable shop, which is AnaJolenePrintables on Etsy, and I sell planner inserts for ring bound. So this is the A5 wide. I have a year at a glance on 2 pages, and I've been using these translucent dot stickers to mark down the most important dates. So if you guys are interested in any of the printables that I have in my shop, do use the code SAVE10 for 10% off of your order. So I have that at the very front. My dividers here are from Rose Color Days. This is in the original pink color. And then this is again my insert for my shop. So this is where I do my forward planning, and I use sticker kits in here. So as you can see, I've been using this size since October of 2020, and it's been working perfectly. I love using these sticker kits because I can see where everything is. I find that using sticker kits is very beneficial for me. I just know where everything is. I use a box if it's more important, and I use like certain icons to represent certain things. So that's how I use sticker kits functionally. So I'll give you a quick flip through of this. So this is November and then December of 2020, and then we start 2021 here. So I used a different kit. That was a little bit out of my comfort zone, but I went back into my florals, which you guys know I love, for February and for the rest of this year so far. So this is March, and then April, and then this is what May looks like. So I haven't done June yet, but this is what my insert looks like blank. So you have the Sunday start all the way to Saturday, and then you have a sidebar that you can use for this month or anything. All my inserts do have a pink scallop down the center. So I find that a lot of people who use the cloud planners really like that because it matches the exterior of their planner. But I have the whole year printed out. I like to have my inserts all ready, and then I do have another one of these year at a glance because I was using this for work. So I just have some of that, and then now let's move into my weekly section. So if you guys watch my memory plan with me, then you guys have seen all of this. This is where I do my memory planning, and I use full sticker kits. A lot of these guys are printables because that is what I like to use. I just find them very beautiful, and obviously they save a bit of money, and since right now the post is taking a long time to send stickers over here, I just find that using printables is like instant gratification for me, and I can plan right away. So this is just a quick flip through of my week so far, and I do this on every Sunday. I will sit down and film these videos so that I have kind of like a memory of what went on. So this is Easter week, and I love this week. I think it's so beautiful. And then this one's a little bit more paler. And then this was the last week that I did in here before I filmed this video. So this is what the insert looks like. You do have a weekly sidebar here, and it goes from Monday to Sunday, and all of these will fit the Erin Condren or vertical planner kits. So yeah, I will leave a link to the playlist if you guys are interested in checking out my Plan With Me's. And then once again, if you guys are interested in the inserts, you guys can use the code SAVE10 for 10% off. So I do have the whole year printed, but I only put a few in here, and I put the rest in another planner just so that it wouldn't be bulked up so much. My next section here is my lists. So I have these list inserts in my shop. They are 2 columns like this, and it has the heart checklist, which I think is great. And I use this to plan out what kits I want to use. So this is my monthlies, and then this is my weeklies. So I will write down the shop name, the kit that I want to use. So sometimes I will write it in pencil before I do that, but I have a ton of these because I also use these as to-do lists. And then, like I said, I have another section of just to-do lists. So I have my 2-column checklist here, and then I also have a lined version. So I use this to take notes, and because it's such a large size, I love it for that purpose. You can write a lot on these lines. So I have a few of those. And then at the very back here, I do have a section for work. I'm not going to show it because it does contain stuff about the books that I'm writing. So basically I have these worksheets that I do before I start outlining a book, but basically I do these worksheets to kind of flesh out the characters and plot before I do my outlining, and that way I feel like I have a very clear vision of what I want my book to be like. So I really like it for that purpose. And then at the very back here, I just have this A5 size dashboard from Hello Paper Cat. This is just acting as a page lifter because it's very thick, but ever since I started putting this in, this is like a grid notebook from Simply Gilded. I just find that I don't really need it, so I might take that out, but it's there for now. But since the planner does come with strings, I put these TN inserts from the Simply Gilded box. This is an A5 size, so it fits perfectly in here. And then I have a bunch of my charms, so if you guys are interested, I will let you know. So these kind of leather ones are both from Studio Signet. So I don't believe she's around anymore, but I do have several of them. I have a little bee one, and then a rose gold bow, and then this crystal one and bow. This is from Simply Gilded. And then this one is actually attached to like the front of the elastic here. And this came from Paper Echoes, and this came from the 2021 Advent Calendar. So I just have that there, and then this pen is from Kiki K. So that is my memory planner, and it contains some work items as well. So that is my first planner. So next up, I do have my cousin here. So my cousin, my full year cousin right now, is stuffed in this guy. This is a Foxy Fix Perfect Fit cover in the Spice Salt. So I'm not sure that Foxy Fix is around right now. Their website is up, but there's nothing in the shop. But I really miss them. I really miss this leather, and I wish that they would come back so I can pick up some more of these colors because I just love them. So I just have some stickers here in the front, a few page flags, and a couple of sticky notes to be functional. I do have my daily color coding, which I use Tombow markers for in my daily section. And then here I actually put my AM and PM routine. I just added them on these vellum sticky notes from Rose Colored Days. And I like to have these here because I've been trying to come up with a new routine. So hopefully I can get these all done each day. So I kept them here at the front. And I actually have some more here at the back, which I will get to in a second. But if you guys aren't familiar, I do sell these full page stickers in my shop, which is AnaJolenePrintables on Etsy. You guys can use the code SAVE10 to save 10% off of your order. But I have a variation of these yearly calendars, I have trackers, I have notes pages, all in my shop for the Hobonichi Cousin, the Hobonichi Weeks, and the A6 as well. So this is the cute font here with the pink colorway. I also have it in the gray colorway, and then I also have a classic font, so if you're more of a minimal planner, you guys can use that. So this is the Monday start, and again I also have a Sunday start. So this is the year on one page, so I just have all my important dates there, and then I just use the sticker kit from ArieBea shop to mark these down. So over here in the perpetual calendar, I'm using this to track my Facebook posts on my author fan page. So I post every single day, and then I will go ahead and fill them in as they get posted. So that is how I've been using this area. At the top here, I've been keeping track of the most important events for that month. That is kind of like forward planning. And then I also have the sales for my books. So if you guys don't know, I am a romance author, and you guys can purchase my books on Amazon. They're also free on Kindle Unlimited. And then at the very bottom here, I write down the events that I take part of that are hosted by other people. So I can have a nice clear glance of everything that is going on in terms of like promotion and forward planning in this section. So I have all that, and then this is what the second half of the year is going to look like. It's a little bit blank. I do have some important events up there, and then we go straight into the monthly. So this started in December. So I just used a little bit of washi. I used some elements of a sticker kit, but I decided that I don't really like the monthly sticker kits for the Hobonichi Cousin. I think I just prefer washi. So I just used these translucent dot stickers. These are from the Hobonichi store, and I will put the most important events here in the boxes, and then anything that's not confirmed yet will go on a sticky note. So I have a sticky note pretty much on every single page. Anything that is confirmed gets written down directly on the day. So like I said, I just put some washi. I use some elements of a kit, but not the whole kit, because I don't want to bulk up this planner. But yeah, so this is how the rest of the year is looking like. I'm keeping everything very simple in the monthly section. And then these tabs here are from ArieBea's shop. I do have a PR code. I will link it down below if you guys are interested. So that is everything in the monthly section. This is my weekly. I just have a little post-it tab here, and then I labeled it with a divider tab that says weekly, and then I actually have another one that says daily. So I do use sticker kits in my weeklies. These are actually Erin Condren size kits or vertical kits that I size down to 86%, and then I print and cut them so that they fit perfectly in the Hobonichi Cousin. So if you guys are interested in that process, I do have several videos on my Plan With Me's kind of talking about that, because I do get questions a lot about that. So I have more in-depth explanations in those Plan With Me, so I will link those down below. Basically, I like to break up the different sections here. So this section here is basically everything PR related, so social media or anything that has to do with work that is for other people. Everything here at the top is everything for me. So my work as an author, my YouTube channel, my work as an author assistant as well goes in here, and also my shop. So everything pertaining to me goes in here. Everything pertaining that I write for other people, or like I do for other people, will go down here. I have a section here for the books that I have to read each week. So I am a professional book reviewer, so I do have to review books before they are published. So I keep the list of books that I have to read that week in this section, and then check them off as I read them. And then I have a this week section, so this includes my goals of the week and any focus of the week. And then I always have a habit tracker here that is all about my shops. So I will check that off if I work on my shop. So I will give you a quick flip through of my weeks. Like I said, I do have Plan With Me's on all of these, so if there is something that you want to know about this section of my planner, then check out those Plan With Me's, because I explain everything in greater detail over there and what I like to include in here. And I find using sticker kits really helpful because I can kind of break the page up so it's not just a full page of nothing. So I'm just making it more functional for me. The boxes represent big things, so I always put the videos that go up in boxes. And then also the events also go in boxes as well. So I like to emphasize different things with stickers. Each sticker means a different thing for me, and that's like a system that I have created for myself. So this is what this week looks like. I'm filming this on April 25. So you guys will see this a little bit after that. But like I said, all my kind of PR stuff, my work as an author assistant, and my book reviewing will go here at the bottom. The books that I need to review, my focus, the shop, and then all the other stuff that I need to do will go up here. So I've been using a little bit more character stickers more recently, whereas like in the beginning of the year, I didn't really use as many. I just used what was provided in the kits. But since I got new stickers, I've been trying to use them up. So this is how I kind of like to set up a week, and then I will fill it in as I schedule things in. So this is what a vertical kit will look like if you shrink it down. So like I said, check out my Plan With Me videos because I teach you how to do that in there. So that is my weekly section. Going into my dailies, so I have flip throughs of my dailies and how I like to use this. But basically what I like to do is I will not use any stickers in here. I keep it very functional. If I do use washi or stickers in here, it's usually because I made a mistake and I need to cover it up. I will use this section to block out my time, and I will also use it to write down my word count. So I'm an author, so every day I write, and I will write down what chapters I wrote in that day, and then also anything else that happened. This is my to-do list. The section up here at the top is where I write down the work that I have to do for other authors. So I work as an author assistant, so I keep their tasks at the top so that it's separate from my stuff. Because I'm also an author, a lot of our stuff and schedule overlaps. So I want to be able to separate it somewhere, but still have it on my daily page, if you know what I mean. So I know that this section here is all my stuff, and then this section here is other people's stuff. And then I will kind of break up the page. You can see here, I was planning on purchasing some new sticker kits from different shops, so I will break up the page here in different sections so that I can make a list. So this is like my new planner system. And then here I will use a Tombow marker for any events. So this is a holiday and I have some work events in here, so I put those down, anything that's happening on that day. And then I will also write down my YouTube videos that are scheduled to go on. I will write down like the online orders that I'm waiting for, so this can include Happy Mail, but also like any emails that I'm waiting for, things to print. I will write down like the stuff that I need to take pictures of, any tax stuff, that kind of stuff. So as you can see, these daily pages are very functional. Some days are a little bit blank. So for example, usually the weekends are a little bit more blank, Saturday and Sunday, because I won't write on these days. But as you can see, it says here, stay in bed all day, so I didn't work. And this is a work planner. This is my pre-planner for work. So typically it just has all of my work stuff. And I won't go back in here to journal. I don't do any journaling in here. I don't take any notes in here. It's all events and tasks only in this planner. So that is how I've been using my Hobonichi cousin. And I just have a pencil board in here that I use. And then at the very back, I do have more of my printables. Before I get into that, I do have these sticky notes that I wrote down my monthly routine, my weekly routine, my bi-weekly routine, and my daily routine. So like I said, this is more for me to try to implement routines in my life to make things a little bit more simple and more structured. So this is something that I've recently come up with that I hope to continue to do. So I will let you know how that is working out, and I purposely put them on sticky notes because if I want to change it, then I can just change out the sticky note. So let's move on to my printables. So these guys are available in my shop. So this is the Life in Pixels here, and I'm using this as a mood tracker. This is using the cute font with the pink colorway. So I do have it in the classic font and also the gray colorway, so you can choose that in the shop if you want. But I just use my mild liners here to mark down my mood for the day, so that has been going great. I've been keeping up with it. And then this is my important date on the one page, and I have the list version. I have another version that's a grid. So I just keep my most important dates that are coming up. So I have it in the pink colorway with the cute font. Again, I have it in the gray and the classic font as well. And then in the My 100s, I've been keeping track of the books read in 2021. Right now I have 38 books, but I definitely have read more than that, so I will add them to this list. And then I do have another notes page here. This is the grid in the pink colorway, and I just have this for extra notes if I want to keep notes on the sky. So this is the 2-page version of this. So this is what the classic font looks like in the pink colorway, and I used the list version again. I have it in the grid, and this is where I'm keeping track of my writing schedule. So as you can see, this is what I've been working on each month, and I will continue filling it out for April and then the rest of the year. So I find this super helpful in kind of like keeping track of what happens. So this is not necessarily pre-planning, but this is actually what happened. So I know what books that I've been working on each month. So this is a line version of the grid. So this is the grid version, and then this is the line version in the pink colorway. So I kept this here so I can make notes on this. So this is my yearly tracker. It goes from January to December here, and this is in the classic font. And I keep this one here for shop stuff for my Etsy shop. So I have finances, keeping track of my releases, my bookkeeping, a reflection of the month, and also customer service. So at the end of every month, I will just check them off. And then here is more personal stuff. So things like I want to keep up with my monthly tracker, my reading journal, my goals bullet journal, my week's finances, and my no spend calendar. So I will check them off each month just to make sure that I am keeping up with them. And then I actually put all of my stickers on this. So if you guys are curious about like a whole setup of this planner, then I do actually have that. I have a whole setup process on that. So once again, I will leave that in the video. So if you guys want to check that out, you can. But that is how I've been using my Hobonichi Cousin. It's a wonderful work pre-planner, and I have been really enjoying the dailies and weeklies. Mine is not super chunky. I feel like even though I use stickers, it's not too crazy, but I guess that's because I haven't been using, you know, stickers too much in the daily section. So I'm keeping it very functional in here. If you guys have any questions on this, leave them down below. But like I said, I do have videos on all this already, so check those out first because I may have already answered those questions in there. So now let's move into this guy. This is my B6 Cloud. I have a couple of these guys, but this is my latest one in the Shadow Black. I have it with the silver hardware, and I do have a recent video on this, setting it up. So I just have some sticky notes. These are from Simply Gilded. And I have some page tabs, again, from Simply Gilded. And then here's some deco. I just put some journaling cards in here, some die cuts, just to make them a little pretty. And then I do have the flyleaf that is a separate purchase, but I like it because you can fit some extra things in there. So I have some seals from Simply Gilded, and then I also have this May calendar from Rose Colored Days, which is very functional and very pretty at the same time. So I keep that up front so I can see it. I have this plastic journaling card that I've actually punched. And then I have some vellum, and these dashboards are from Tulle and Twine. Sorry, this is not vellum, this is acetate. So in here I keep mostly like for my personal stuff. So these dividers are from Rose Colored Days. They are the same ones that are in my A5 wide cloud planner, and this is in the original pink. So I have some dashboards in here. All the dashboards in here are from Tulle and Twine. And then the inserts all from my shop, AnaJolenePrintables on Etsy. So I have a personal wide and B6 rings that will fit in this planner, so it's up to you what size you want to use. But I have a monthly on 2 pages, so that I have a Monday and Sunday start in my shop, and you do have a section here to write down any notes or your to-do list. But I love this insert. I've been using it quite a lot, and all my inserts do have the pink scallop down the center. So I've been using this as a monthly for forward planning. My next section is my weekly. So this is more of a functional planner for me. I don't use stickers in here. So it goes from Monday to Friday here, and then your weekend is actually split up. So if you guys don't work on the weekends, you can have your weekend split here, and then you have 2 to-do lists here. So they are unlabeled, so you can use this one for work, one for personal, maybe one for kids, or one for meal planning, things like that. So you can use this insert in a variety of different ways, and having the weekdays on one side just allows you more space to write in. So I really like it for that reason. So this is much more functional for me. I definitely don't use stickers in here, but you can if you want to. I just have some dashboards in here. These guys are from Rose Colored Days. Some of these things I made, like this, I made myself. And then in here, my next section, it's my inbox section. So these are available in my shop. These are called the categorized lists. So with this insert, you can actually get 3 in 1. So here you can have the 3 columns. I also have one that is 4 and then another with 5. So this is the one with 4. And I use this as an inbox. So I will list down the things that I need to do or that I want to transfer to a planner, and then I will kind of check them off as I go. So this is great. I actually split them all so that I can, you know, use it and write on it without having to open my rings. So this is my inbox section. So once again, I do have a setup video on this. So if you guys want to know where every like detail about the deco is from, then check out that video because I just recently posted that. Next up is my list section. So I have these heart checklists from my shop, and I use these a ton. I actually printed out so many of these because I use these like crazy. So I use these for lists, I use these for notes, for basically everything and anything. I use these for collections as well. So this is something that I absolutely need in my planner. I can't live without this section. Okay, so my next section is my daily section. So these are the 2 box grids. So essentially it's just a grid page separated into 2, and I use these as my dailies. So you can use one section for personal and one for work, or you can use this for morning and then evening. Obviously you can also use this as notes. I've been actually using that for that too. So this insert is very versatile. You can use it for many different reasons. I also have just like a full grid page as well in my shop, so you guys can check that out in the shop. Once again, you guys can use the code SAVE10 for 10% off of your order. And then in my very last section, I do have a month on one page. So I have this in the Monday start here, but I also have it in the Sunday start. So you have the calendar on one side, and I actually have 2 versions of this in the shop. So one is a basic grid, so you can put your to-do list or any notes on this side. And I also have another version that is split into 2. It has a column, and then you have 2 to-do lists. So you can use it as a to-do list, or if you want, you can write out your details of your dates from here in this section. So it just gives you a lot more space than trying to write it in this small box. But if you want a kind of overview of the month, then you have that here, and then you can make your notes in this section. At the very back here, I just have a lined notebook. This is from Simply Gilded. I keep that in the strings here, and that's why I love this planner, because you do get the rings and strings, and I use both. And at the back I just have a journaling card from Simply Gilded. So this one is much more functional. I don't use as many stickers in here, and it has a little bit more of a minimal look to it, but I still really love it. I love the cloud planners, if you guys haven't guessed it already, and I have quite a few of them. So this is what my functional planner looks like. Now let's move on to my Hobonichi Weeks. So my Hobonichi Weeks houses my kind of on-the-go kind of stuff. I have my reading journal in here, as well as some finance. So I'm actually not going to show you too much of the finance section, just because it is personal. But I have my weeks housed in this Hobonichi Weeks cover from Moterm. It's in the lilac leather, and it has the big back pocket here. I keep a few stickers in there and my extra pencil board, and I have some extra stickers that I sometimes use in here, and then the translucent dot ones. So this is, I think, the strawberry. I can't remember the name of this Weeks, but I just have the regular Weeks in here. And then at the front I keep a pencil board and then the sticker kit that I'm using that week. So in the monthly section, I'm going to show you a blank one because I do my finances in here. So basically I will write down every time I spend. So this is a great visual of what I'm spending, and I will write my bank balance at the beginning of the week here. So any money that goes in will be written in blue ink. Anything that goes out, so anytime I spend or like I pay a bill, will be written in red ink. So any paydays I will write in blue, any income, so my weekly, like so like for example, I get paid every week, every Monday from Etsy, from my shop, so I will write down what I make each week there, and any other paydays that I have, and then at the very bottom here I will write out my goals, my budgeting goals for the month, and then also any sinking funds that are coming up that I need to know about. That will go here at the very bottom as well. So sorry I can't show you the monthlies in detail because I do use it for my finances, but for my weeklies here, as you can see, I use some stickers and some sticker kits as well, but I don't go too crazy because it's mostly writing in here for me. So as you can see here, I will write down my tasks all down here. In this first section, I will write down the events that I have going on, and then I will actually extend this line. So from here all the way over, I will just draw some lines to extend this day. And here I will write down my kind of highlight of the day and any micro journaling. So typically in this section, I will write down like my word count for the day and how my writing went for that day. So that is what I usually keep in there. So it's very functional. I use, you know, washi, and I've been trying to use up my character stickers in here. But once again, I do have a setup on this planner, so if you guys want to check it out, I will link that also. So some days I will use a full sticker kit, and then sometimes I will just use a little bit of washi. So it just depends. But I like having this kind of journaling section. It's really great. And then obviously I like to keep track of my highlights, and then all the events are on this side and my to-dos. So this is what this week looks like. And then I have started to put down a little bit of the stickers for next week. Okay, so now let's move on to the notes section. So in my notes section, I've actually transformed it into a reading journal. So like I said, I am a professional book reviewer. So this page I'm actually keeping for the end of the year because I want to write down like the best books of 2021. So I'm using that as a placeholder. And here I am keeping track of all the books I read. So I will write down the title, the genre of the book. So like for example, this is contemporary romance. I will write down their star rating, and then the book series as well as the book number. So and then I will write down my thoughts on the book, and then here in red I write down what blog I am writing for. So I write for 2 blogs, and so I like to keep track of the reviews that I write in that manner. So, but yeah, as you can see, it's very functional for me. I needed a place for me to write down my thoughts on each book before I write the review, so that's what I'm using here. So as you can see, I need some catching up to do, but that has been working really great for me. And then I have another monthly routine and a weekly routine for this particular planner. And then this is another printable from my shop. I'm using this as a no spend calendar. So I mark down all the days that I spend using a Tombow marker here. And then on the My 100 here, I've been keeping tracks of the books reviewed. So this is different than the books read. This is only for the books that I have to review, which is different. So I've been keeping track of that there. And then I have some notes pages. This is just the grid that I popped in here, just if I need to make some extra notes. And then here is my reading tracker. So let me see if I can zoom in for you guys. So as you can see here, I have my yearly tracker from my shop. This is in the gray colorway with the classic font. And actually what I'm using this for is a reading tracker for the different genre of books that I read. So I read all of these genres, and then I will tally up at the end of the month how many I read of those books. So for example, in March I read 3 contemporaries, in February I only read 1, and in January I read 2. So that's just a way for me to know how many of these genres that I'm reading. So I have all the different genres in this side. So this one is the same thing, yearly calendar, but in the cute font with the pink. And this is what the cute font with the gray colorway looks like. And on this one, I've been writing out if it's a debut author, a new to me author, a favorite author, or an audiobook. So I've been telling that up as well. And then I also am keeping track of the star rating. So 5-star, 4-star, 3-star, 2-star, and 1-star. So that helps me again as a book reviewer. So I've been using these printables for my shop very functionally, and I find that the Weeks is the perfect size for a reading journal. So if you guys want to see a thorough setup of this planner, then you guys can check out my setup. I know a lot of you guys have been really enjoying that, and I used to use this as an on-the-go planner, but since I got my Pocket Cloud, I decided that this is going to stay at home because it does contain my reading journal and my finances. I don't necessarily need that on the go, so that is why I have implemented this. So this is a kind of wallet and planner rolled into one. So I'm going to show you what I have in here. So this is the Pocket Cloud in the Misty Gray. Again, I have a setup video on this. I have my most used credit cards in here. I have some task cards in here. I just have a little die cut, and then some washi. So the washi is from the Pink Room Co., and this washi card is from Samantha May Sticks. All my clips here are from Sweet Paper Bliss. I think they're really cute. And then this bow, crochet bow, is also from Sweet Paper Bliss. In here, I will usually keep some coins. At the moment, I don't have any. It's also a great place to put some sticky notes. And I really love this planner because it also has this section here. So you can put cash in here. Right now, I have some extra inserts that I may want to use, so I keep those here at the back just in case I want to use them. And then I do also have some stickers that I want to use in here. You do also have this pocket here, and I have my translucent dot stickers in here. So this is just a dashboard that I have that I think matches perfectly with my dividers. My dividers are from Rose Colored Days, and this is in the dusty pink color, so it's a different pink than in my other ones. So I just have a sticky note, one of the vellum sticky notes from Rose Colored Days. They fit perfectly. This is the larger one, and it fits perfectly in a pocket, so I love that. In here, my first section is just notes. So this is my grid notes from my shop, AnaJolenePrintables. So once again, you guys can use the code SAVE10 for these pocket-sized inserts. So I just use this as an inbox. Any notes that I need to take, I just pop them in there. In my first section, I have year at a glance. So this is my year at a glance in the pocket size. So I don't have it on the 1-page. I only have it on the 2-page version just because pocket size is so tiny. I want you guys to be able to read and write on it still. So you have the January to June on one side and the July to December on the other. And I have a Monday start in here, but it's also available in the shop in Sunday start. And then on the front and back of this insert, you do get the important dates. So you can use this one for 2021 and then maybe this one for 2022. It's up to you. This is the monthly inserts for my shop. So I have the Monday start in here, but you guys can use the Sunday start as well. So this is just an overview of the month. This is what I use to mark down my appointments. So anytime I'm out and about and I have a doctor's appointment, a dentist appointment, things like that, I will mark those down in here. So next up I have my list. So in here, as you can see, I've been using these a ton. These are just my checklists from my shop. I don't have any blank ones because I have used them all, but they just have the heart checklist here, and I use these a ton making lists, to-do lists, things like that. I do have these guys also. These are from Annie Plan's shop, and I just put them in here for extra notes and different dailies. My next one is my weeklies. So you have 7 hearts here, so you can use this as a meal planner if you want, because it has a space for every single day. You can use this as your focus of the week or anything like that. And then you have the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I should mention that these boxes do not fit like an Erin Condren box or like a full box. These are a little bit smaller than that. A full box will not fit in a pocket size. So just so you know, it won't fit. But I use this as my weekly and I find them very functional, just like an overview of the week so that I have it on the go with me. Oh, so I do have some more of my lists in here. Once again, I use these a ton, so I like to keep those handy. At the back here, I have this insert. I'm not going to show it because it has contact information in here. So this I just keep because in case my phone dies, then I have, you know, like people's contact information. Sometimes I don't know their addresses or phone numbers by heart, so I just keep that in there. Or in case of an emergency, if I can't, you know, communicate, then someone can go into here and find the appropriate emergency number. So I just have that in there. I did add this. So this is actually the cello from a Rose Colored Days bag, and I laminated it, and I'm using it as a kind of divider and page marker. And then I have this Filofax pocket. I used to keep coupons in here, but since the pandemic started, they don't send out coupons anymore. So hopefully when things die down, I can start receiving those again, and I'll put those in there. And this is just a dashboard from Hello Paper Cat, and I'm using it as a page lifter. And I just have some sticky notes at the back. So this is more of an on-the-go type of planner for me. I just keep the most important information that I would need on the go for referencing in here. So mostly appointments and kind of like grocery lists, things like that, so that when I go to the grocery store, I have all that information all in here. It also acts as my wallet. So yeah, so that is how I've been keeping my kind of wallet system. If you guys want to see a more thorough setup, then you guys can check that out. I do have a full video dedicated to this as well. So this is the last part of my planner system. So this is my updated planner system. As you can see, I've been using a lot of the same elements from the beginning of the year, but I have just kind of tweaked things around just to make it a little bit more functional for me when I take things on the go, or just to minimize the use of stickers for this particular planner. So yeah, I just have been really enjoying these planners. I definitely feel like I have found a planner piece with my cloud planners, especially the ring bound planners, and also the Hobonichi brand. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys have any questions, leave them down below. If you guys would like to see more in-depth flip throughs and setups of these planners, I have a ton of videos already filmed. So feel free to browse my previous videos because we'll answer a lot of your questions in those videos. So if I missed anything, I have most likely answered those questions already in those videos. So once again, if you guys are interested in any of the inserts that you've seen, whether that's in the ring bounds or the Hobonichi, you guys can use the code SAVE10 to save 10% off of your order. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what planners you guys are currently using and how you are using them. I would love to know in the comments. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye!